everyone, I wanted to talk about the carbon footprint of returning to the office. And my friend Dave Carnes had a post about it, and it really made me stop and think. I also just got back from a conference at Stanford where Mark Moss specifically released a paper outlining the carbon footprint of remote-friendly cities versus remote non-friendly cities. And I'm going to be able to get into that in a later video. But if we're serious about actually stopping climate change, just fundamentally, we need to look at the impact of remote work on the environment. And companies like Amazon that ordered everyone back to the office say they've made big claims about wanting to reach net zero carbon emissions by 2040, a whole decade ahead of the Paris Climate Agreement. And honestly, that sounds great, right? But how do you actually square that with putting thousands of cars back on the road every single day, or heating completely empty offices, or shipping crappy breakfast burritos into great cubicle forests of Amazon forever? You can't claim to actually care about the planet and then encourage daily commuting for millions of employees. So let's actually break this down. I want to be able to go into the numbers on this. I've got this great graphic to break it down for us. So if you shift from going into the office 5 days a week to just 2 days a week at home, you're already cutting your carbon emissions by 11%. And if you work 4 days at home, you actually reduce your carbon emissions by 29%. And if you work from home full time, that's a whopping 58% reduction in your carbon footprint. These stats came from the National Academy of Sciences, and they consider everything: office energy, home energy, commuting, and even non-work related driving when you're at home. So the data is pretty comprehensive. But here's the thing that's really cool. It's not just about commuting. Here's something that's shocking. An empty desk in an office emits 1 ton of CO2 every single year. That's right, keeping those lights on, powering unused desks, and heating or cooling office space that no one's actually using is creating unnecessary emissions. And it seems quite logical, obviously, but not many people are really recognizing that that's a significant carbon cost. Additionally, do you know how much carbon you actually save from going vegan, as an example? It's 0.8 tons of carbon. So going remote is actually better for the environment than going vegan. So next time somebody tries to shame you for eating that burger, ask them about how much time they actually have spent in the office. That might get you into a much bigger conversation / argument than you're ready to engage in, but I don't care. It's my YouTube channel. In the United States alone, we've had about 6 billion square feet of office space, and on average, only 60% of desks are actually in use right now. So when you do the math, that's 1.54 billion tons of wasted CO2 emissions annually, all from empty desks. So what do we actually do? Well, it's simple. We need to stop these top-down, one-size-fits-all office mandates. Companies should let teams decide how and when to use office spaces so that more companies could actually embrace co-working spaces and hybrid work models, which give employees flexibility to cut down on emissions and, in my opinion, also increase their general happiness inside of their jobs. Because the workplace, it's honestly very much evolving. Remote work is one of the best tools that we have to fight climate change. And the question is, are we ready to actually use it? So do you agree? Put it down in the comments down below. If you disagree, also put it down in the comments. Please fight me down there. I'm very excited to talk to you about how ridiculous you are. And if you're down there already, you might as well like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. It is free, unlike a lot of other things in life. And other than that, I will see you in the next video.